Andrew Ridgeley, welcome to the show.
Evening.
I love
Thanks
you.
for having me.
I'm happy you're here. You're actually getting an honor, right, in the city.
I am, yeah. I am being presented the Anglo-American Cultural Award by the St. George's Society of New York. Yeah, a charity. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so happy.
First of many.
Here, yeah, well, hopefully, of course, yeah. Obviously, you founded the group Wham. When you guys started in 1981.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. We had a school band that imploded under the weight of its talent.
Yeah. What was the name of the band again?
The Executives.
That's right, the Executives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many were in the Executives?
Well, it morphed. We started off with 5, and yeah, we went up to about 7 or 8, then down to 4. The definitive 4, which lasted about 6 weeks.
Yeah, and then you and George go, let's start.
Well, we had no choice.
Everyone left.
Yeah.
We're down to just go, hey, are we anything or what? Yeah. We're good, right?
Yeah. Just, muddle on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did. And
who thought of the name Wham?
It was kind of, it was there because we had the song Wham Rap. And,
the Wham Rap. And
yeah.
it was that Wham Rap Club Tropicana?
We had Wham Rap, then Young Guns, then Bad Boys, then Club Trop. That was the order.
That was the order.
Yeah. Well, and many more.
No, of course. I mean, we'll get into Careless Whisper, Wake Me Up Before You Go. We'll get into that. But so you start with Wham Rap and you go, let's just call ourselves Wham?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like we were in a club, actually, myself, Shirley and George. We used to go out together. We were an inseparable trio when we were younger, and we were dancing in the club, and I think Sugar Hill Gang had just come out, and I was sort of rapping and singing this, well, wham, bam, I am the man, and it just seemed like...
At the club, that's what you yell when you're at the club?
Yeah, well, I was young and...
Wham, bam, I am the man? Yeah. Hey, not bad.
I was young and stupid.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm now old and stupid.
I might steal that from you. I like that. But I got to meet you last year at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame dinner, and you were so nice to me. But I had just seen the documentary.
Likewise. It was a pleasure to meet you.
No, I freaked out when I saw the documentary.
You were the smiliest guy there.
I'm very happy wherever I go, but I'm happy to see you. I was like, oh my gosh, and I just want to tell you, because I was such a fan of Wham. My sister loved you and introduced me to you guys, and so she had posters of you, and then I watched this documentary, and I didn't know any of your story. I knew what I thought of maybe George's story, but I didn't know your story, your side of it.
Well, I mean, our stories were sort of inextricably enmeshed, and I think, a lot of people may have, but certainly the documentary, I think, revealed to people what the essence of Wham was and how inextricably linked it was, us to Wham and Wham to us.
Yeah, I just, the thing that knocked me out was the popularity of Wham and arenas and stadiums, and then you go to George, hey, I don't think you're done. I think your star is going to go even higher, and I'm so thankful for taking this ride with you.
Well, I mean, it became evident to the two of us that his talent was going to take him somewhere that he really, as an artist, the parameters in which Wham imposed were too limiting for him. So inevitably, as he grew as an artist and a person, he was going to have to step without those boundaries.
But is that hard on you? Because
no,
that's your fame. That's everything.
My aspirations were pretty limited. I wanted to be in a band, and that was it.
And you did.
And I wanted to be in a band with him.
Yeah.
So, fortunately, I managed to select the world's best singer-songwriter at the time. So
yeah, exactly. That's right.
It worked out quite well.
And you wrote and you recorded stuff, demos and stuff at your house or George's house?
Yeah, I mean, Wham was amateur. It was so amateur. It was great. We had back in those days, you recorded on a 4-track thing, cassette tape, and for about $10, we hired this thing. Yeah, it was £5, I think.
Yeah.
But, and it was just, in my mum's front room.
There's some pictures of you guys there, yeah.
That was not my mum's front room.
No, that's not. No, it's not.
We'd come along a little bit by then. Well, not that much. We were wearing shorts, but...
Yeah. And then here's one of my favorite things. Your mom is a great documentarian of your stuff and has a scrapbook of everything. She loved her stuff.
Yeah, bless her. God bless her soul. She compiled 50 scrapbooks over the years.
50 scrapbooks. Just how much she loves her son, and it's amazing. You'll see. But one of my favorite things is this note that you wrote on your bedroom door to your parents. Right? Is that correct?
So we had such a legendarily bad record deal that we had no money. We were still living at home, and I left a note on Mum's door, on my door rather, because I had promo in it.
Explain this to me, because it's
Yeah, I'd made a mistake with the "wake me up, up." I repeated up, so I put, you know, before you go.
So you say "wake me up before you go," and you go, I said the word "up" twice. I'll just add "go" twice.
Yeah.
And that you tape that to your door. Wake me up before you go. And did you go? That's a title of Giants? No, of course not. No.
Yeah, I don't know how Yog saw it actually, because that's George.
Yeah.
And George was Yog too.
You call him, yeah. But
George
he
saw
that.
it.
He goes, I think this is lyrics to something.
Yeah. You know.
And then
that's what happens when you're a genius.
Yeah, I'm talking to one. Yeah, so there are two geniuses. But then how does Last Christmas come about? When do you write that? When do you go, I think we got something that might stick, might be a hit a little bit?
Yeah, my part in that one was fairly limited as well. But he drew. We were killing time at his mum and dad's house one Sunday. It was a dreary sort of winter's day, and the soccer was on. We weren't watching it, but it was on. It was the only thing that was on TV in those days. And he went upstairs. He had this little recording thing, as I said, in the bedroom, and then came back down and said, Andy, you got to come and listen to this. And I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Whipped upstairs, and it was sort of, you know, the skeleton of Last Christmas.
The keyboard, the
keyboard part was there, and the chorus, and it was, oh,
really,
wow,
yeah.
I mean, you know, you hear that the first time, and even its skeletal form, it was evidently.
It's one of the biggest songs on earth. Ever. I mean, there's a game called Whamageddon. I don't know if you guys know this. But it's a game you can play now. If you go to bars, you have to see how long it takes until you hear Last Christmas.
Yeah.
And when you hear it, you have to take a picture of yourself, say, I'm out.
Yeah. I was out early this year. It was March.
In March, yeah, they started playing it. Yeah. And did you have any idea that it would be #1 or be around this long?
I mean, it was written to be a #1. Yog, you know, in 1984, we had a fantastic year. Wake Me Up was #1 in the UK and the States, and Kelly's Whisper was #1. And we had, you know, it was just a big year. And Yog wanted, the cherry on the cake was a Christmas song, and it had to be a Christmas #1, which it eventually was, 39 years later.
Yeah, he never got a chance to see it be #1.
No, that's a great shame.
Yeah, he would. George, if you can hear us somehow, you did it, buddy. You crushed it. We love you, and you crushed it. Thank you so much for being here. Andrew Ridgeley, the 40th anniversary EP of Last Christmas, is available December 13th. We'll be right back with Stand Up from Laura Peak. That's how you do it.